brought down. So NC State's offense will have the football first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish run game early on offense.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Davis looking to pass. Working that left side now. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Never a doubt. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
So Appalachian State's offense will take the field for the first time. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
To the air on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, it's picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great...
Hits a seam wide open. He's at the... And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fakes the grab on the left. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds. And here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Dropping back, it's Nickel. Pocket breaking down. The sure hands, it's Baptiste. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sure hands, it's Baptiste. Turning it on! Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Mountaineers look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, give on the inside. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mountaineers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The toss to the outside. Oh, he's got a chance. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
The Mountaineers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's doubting. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
Long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. To throw, it's Nickel. Puts it out of the air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. To the air, it's Nickel. Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. And we'll start the 2nd quarter as they try to hang up a 3 spot. Right down the boulevard, it's good. This is now a 7-point game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. LSU had a dominant win, the kind the folks in Baton Rouge were used to in 2019 when Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson led the Tigers to a national title. Talk about a special team. Always interesting to see ranked teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Got enough for the 1st. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a 1st down. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that, you got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. NC State, a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. The give to the tailback. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Right back to the well. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Makes the catch. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. This crowd in Boone, North Carolina, they are showing out on this big 3rd down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, NC State.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. The give on the option. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. Hard running there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. NC State going up tempo.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Looking downfield, it's Nickel. Finds his big tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Here's the pressure. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. At the 40, there he goes.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Gives it on the option. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half.
Timeout, NC State.
They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The stiff arm, and now he's got room. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
It'll be a draw. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. And as he throws, touchdown, North Carolina State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
A nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by 7 over Middle Tennessee. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Give to the single back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finding just enough room to slither and juke his way out to the 16.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Passing game very effective on 2nd down. What about here on 3rd? From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grab near the marker, it's Pryor. That should be the final play of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Kid Brewer Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. NC State will kick off to start things here in the second half. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Got his man downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. There he goes. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up one or two. NC State quick to the line. Go straight ahead. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Takes the easy completion. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And listen, if I have a playmaker at running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Back to throw, it's nickel. Gets rid of it. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Mountaineers will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch right at the 50. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Split backs here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Gonna swing it on second down. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
NC State has work to do to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. Lets it fly. Lost, the defense is wide open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double cover.
Touchdown, NC State! And the beatdown has ensued.
NC State.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's coming out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
All wideouts, no backs. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Jenkins. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play. And here they come again. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Looking to throw, it's nickel. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting. Breaks into the open. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Now on first down from the 43. It's a reverse. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
Wants to fire on second down. The quick out. Spins away from one. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Oh, they're after him. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
NC State 41, App State 7.
Out of the end zone. And the returner will be brought down. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. finds his target down the middle. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play is over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense has them them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking for space. It's Cook. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This offense has it with really good field position. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Throws to the tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Running free. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Scanning the field, it's nickel. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Hand off from the shotgun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. At the 35, he's loose. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
Inside the 15. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the 2nd level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need one more yard. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking for a man. It's Nickel. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great.
Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Snap it to the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Right back to the well. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the 1st time tonight. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Wide receiver comes in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Fires to the big fella. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Nickel. Got it in the middle, it's Harper. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. The Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Jenkins. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
It's caught. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching